I had a post of, I posted about Charlie Kirk. Obviously, we talked about him last week on the podcast, and we're gonna talk about him again, just a little bit though. Um, I had some people. I went to look at some of my posts, and I had some people in my comments really sitting here trying to tell me that I just am misunderstanding his content. That he's not a racist. That the man who dropped a slur on stage on camera is not a racist. So it just, what frustrates me about that so much is the gaslighting of it all. And it's just like, folks, don't let these fools gaslight you. These people, especially in that Charlie Kirk, Groyper, Nick Fuentes community, these people are master manipulators and master groomers. We talked about last week how they will groom their own to transition into women. Come on, man. And not do it in just like a, talking about a way, but diabolical, devious way. Going in, we talked about it last week about them going in and searching for things on people's phones and then deleting the history, but not the cookies. Like, it's diabolical. And I realized that's what they're doing when they're going into these comment sections being like, no, you just haven't watched him. You need to really watch him. You're just misunderstanding. People were dropping me links. Like, I'm going to go freaking watch a link of this fucking rat bastard. You know what I mean? And what kills me the most is how dare you come into me, a black woman's page, to tell me that I can't tell what the hell racism is. And you, the white savior who's supporting this motherfucker, are going to be the person to tell me that I'm wrong about racism. It's just too much. Anyway, so I was just going in. And so I'm a little heated. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little hot. I got a little tight. I ain't gonna lie. But I just wanted to mention that because I think it's really critical for us to be aware of the major gaslighting campaign that we are witnessing, not just with these folks, but across the board. They are trying to turn this guy from what he really was, which was a divisive, controversial, racist, misogynist, fill in all the other, phobes, homophobe, all that stuff. All of the isms, all of the phobes, divisive as hell. And now they're trying to gaslight us into thinking, well, he was a Christian and a family man. You're just misinterpreting what he's saying. And if you're not hip to that, you will be like, well, maybe I should check out some stuff, because that's the goal. That's their goal that they have. Then you go, maybe I should. Well, maybe I am misinterpreting. Let me go check out some stuff. And then you start watching things, and it's like they say a little something you agree with. So you're like, okay, he was right about that. And then they start saying weird. That's the pipeline, baby. That's the pipeline. And sometimes it starts with comments. So I just want people to be hip that we are witnessing a mass propaganda campaign, a mass gaslighting propaganda campaign. And it doesn't just stop with Charlie Kirk. This is what MAGA is doing. They are rewriting reality right in front of our eyes, rewriting reality, starting with their master, their king, their daddy Trump, that they literally call daddy. Weird ass motherfuckers, but that's none of my business. Anyway, so I just wanted to mention that because it's it's wild how you repeat something enough and eventually it starts to become the narrative. And if you're not hip, you're gonna let people convince you of things that are untrue. Just like the narrative of Biden never cared about anybody in Palestine. He never did anything for Palestine. This motherfucker secured a ceasefire. Now the narrative is that the Biden administration didn't do anything, which is a total and complete lie. And you can go back and look at the historical record. But again, the gaslighting, the rewriting of reality. Don't get got by that gaslighting.